When did you realize you succeeded as a parent? My dad, Carlos, raised me alone since I was 5. My mom died from breast cancer and he never dated anyone after that. We lived off his mechanic salary and I'm telling you, money was tight as hell. We reused everything. Dad fixed broken toys with duct tape and super glue. I wore clearance shoes that were always too big or too small. Some birthdays we just couldn't afford gifts, and Dad would make pancakes shaped like presents instead. But he never missed anything important. Every parent night at school, even if it meant losing money from work. When I needed help with homework, he'd sit at our wobbly kitchen table for hours, even though math wasn't his thing. He taught me how to change oil and fix engines with his rough hands guiding mine. When I turned 16, Dad offered me his old Civic that he'd rebuilt twice. The thing was ugly as sin, but it ran. I said no thanks and started biking everywhere instead. Dad looked confused but didn't push it. I could see him wondering why I wouldn't take free transportation like any normal teenager would. At 18, I dropped the bomb. I told Dad I wasn't going to college. His face just fell. I watched this man who worked himself to the bone every day realize his son might end up with the same busted knuckles and back pain he had. He'd saved $4,000 doing side jobs on weekends, missing sleep to give me a chance at something better. When I said I had a plan, he just nodded, even though I could tell he didn't believe me. For the next 4 years, I worked 2 jobs, stocking shelves at the grocery store during the day, delivering pizzas at night. My feet hurt so bad some days I could barely walk up our apartment stairs. Dad would heat up those gel packs for me and wrap my ankles without saying anything about how dumb my plan was. He still packed my lunches in brown paper bags like I was 12, still changed my bike chain when it broke, still gave me pep talks when I wanted to quit everything. Never once said I told you so when I came home exhausted and covered in flour from the pizza place. At 22, I finally sat Dad down in our living room. Same couch we'd had since I was a kid, same coffee table with the wobbly leg. I brought out this thick binder I'd been hiding under my bed. Inside were acceptance letters. Community college first, then state college, then the big one, a scholarship to the university's civil engineering program. Not a full ride, but most of it covered. I'd saved $23,000 working those crappy jobs. Dad just stared at the papers like they were written in another language. I said, I didn't want you spending a single penny on me. I saw you work yourself sick just so I could eat dinner. I wanted to earn this myself. That's when my tough-as-nails dad started crying. Not just tearing up, but ugly sobbing. The kind where your whole body shakes. He kept saying sorry over and over like he'd failed me somehow, when really, he'd done everything right. 2 months later, everything changed. Dad got sick at work, doubled over in pain by someone's Toyota, appendix rupture, emergency surgery, 3 days in the hospital. I'd never seen him look so small lying in that hospital bed with tubes coming out of his arms. When he got home, I didn't even think about it. I just took over, cleaned the house top to bottom, organized all his bills that were scattered everywhere, cooked every meal even though I could barely make spaghetti without burning it. I slept on the couch for 2 weeks to make sure he didn't need anything during the night. Dad kept trying to get up and do things himself, but I'd just tell him to sit his ass down and rest. Role reversal hit me hard. This man who'd taken care of me my whole life was now depending on me to take care of him. One morning I brought him coffee in bed and caught him just watching me. Not like he was studying me, but like he was seeing something for the first time. His eyes were watery, but he was smiling. He said, "You know what, Nate? I thought I was raising you to be smart. Turns out I raised you to be good." That's when it hit him. All those years of showing up, of putting me first, of teaching me with his actions instead of just his words. It had worked.